RSI14 is 71 and the stock is currently not being overbought or oversold. High volatility in Synthetics Biologics Inc. stock price on Monday, which ended trading at 50 cents, updated on January 4, 2021, buy or hold candidate since December 30, 2020 gain 19.93%. The Synthetics Biologics Inc. stock price gained 30.57% on the last trading day, Monday, January 4, 2021, rising from 38 cents to 50 cents. During the day the stock fluctuated 46.68% from a day low at 38 cents to a day high of 56 cents. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 41.75% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, and, in total, 9 million more shares were traded than the day before. In total, 12 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $5.96 million. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising the short-term trend up, and an even stronger rate of rising is indicated. For any reaction back there will now be support on the roof on the current trend broken at 41 cents, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to fan theory, 49 cents will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. Signals and forecast. The Synthetics Biologics Inc. stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at 40 cents and 37 cents. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Friday, December 18, 2020, and so far it has risen 56.28%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume is rising along with the price. This is considered to be a good technical signal. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at 42 cents and 38 cents. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, Synthetics Biologics Inc. finds support just below today's level at 42 cents. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at 38 cents and 38 cents. 42 cents 50 cents. The stock has average movements during a day and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. During the last day, the stock moved 18 cents between high and low, or 46.68%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 19.16%. Our recommended stop loss, 48 cents, minus 3.58%. This stock has medium daily movements and this gives medium risk. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 9 days ago. Is Synthetics Biologics Inc. stock a buy? Synthetics Biologics Inc. holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate, hold or accumulate, in this position whilst awaiting further development. Current score, 0.000. Predicted opening price for Synthetics Biologics Inc. of Tuesday, January 5, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 5, 2021. Current price 48 cents. Synthetic Biologics, Inc. is a clinical stage company. The company is engaged in developing therapeutics to protect the gut microbiome while targeting pathogen-specific diseases. SYN is overvalued compared to its price of $1.04 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation, REC, hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the vector vest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $1.04. Current value, 3 cents. SYN has a current value of 3 cents per share, compared to a price of $1.04 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. SYN has an RV of 0.01, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/Rs, poor Rs is an indicator of risk. SYN has an Rs of 0.65, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. Rs is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility, and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT, excellent RT analyzes a stock's price trend. SYN has a relative timing of 1.41, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter, and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST, fair VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. SYN has a VST rating of 0.95, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, Rs, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety and timing. Stop price, 51 cents stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. SYN has a stop of 51 cents per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI, Comfort Index, very poor CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. SYN has a CI rating of 0.35, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. SYN has a forecasted earnings growth rate of -6.00%, which VectorVest considers to be very poor. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. SYN has a forecasted EPS of $0.27 per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. P/E, price to earnings ratio. P/E shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. SYN has a P/E of -3.85. The average P/E of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 60.25. EY, earnings yield. EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. SYN has an EY of -25.96%. This is below the current average of 1.66% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to P/E ratio. SYN has a GPE rating of -1.56. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. DIV, dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. SYN does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. SYN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x, DIV/price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, Dividend Safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. SYN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have Rs values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG. Dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. SYN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG, YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS, and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. SYN does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. Average vol is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. SYN has an average vol of 951,788 shares traded per day. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the average vol. Percent vol equals volume, average vol, /average vol, *100. SYN had a percent vol of 34,787.09% on Tuesday, January 5, 2021. PRC, SYN price changed 107.96% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, SYN has annual sales of 0 sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. SYN has a sales growth of -100.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SBS SYN has annual sales of $0 per share. Price to sales ratio, P/S SYN has a P/S of 0.00. Shares, SYN has 19 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, SYN has a market capitalization of 20 million. Business sector, SYN has been assigned to the drug business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, SYN has been assigned to the drug, ethical, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.